Welcome everyone to another episode of Wong Chat. Tonight I have my friend Amouranth here. I'll let her introduce herself. It'll be easier. Hey there, how are you doing?
Okay, pretty good. If you haven't heard about me, I'm Amouranth. I have been streaming for almost 4 years now. I do a variety of content, IRL streams. I play games only sometimes, do ASMR. I do a lot of fitness streams. I like to have streams with my animals as well, big dog lover. And that's pretty much it. I stream my life. I've done sleep streams recently. I pretty much stream every day, all the time.
Do you have a stream schedule or it's just like always?
I was getting one, and then the corona hit, so I started streaming all day, literally. And doing sleep streams actually has helped me sleep more, because on those I sleep extra long, but on my days when I'm not doing a sleep stream, I often get anywhere from like 3 to 5 hours of sleep. It's atrocious.
The sleeping ones, right? Are those easier? I don't know, because like you put it under no category. I don't know what's the rule for that.
You can, as long as you don't put it in a category, you can sleep on stream. And I just actually sleep. People try to wake me up with the text-to-speech donations. Sometimes it works. Other times I don't even hear it. But my favorite is when they just spam the same thing in a row. That usually will wake me up. But it's like 7, 7, 7, 7. I don't know if you've seen that before. People just spam nonsense. It's a good time. I quite enjoy it, actually, because I get to sleep extra, and I often have my dog in the room too, and he cuddles with me.
You work really hard. Like every time people ask me about you or they talk about you at all, I say, whatever you say, this girl works really, really hard.
I'm just very motivated, and I try to keep my goals in mind. So
how do you keep yourself motivated like all the time?
Because I have like only one passion in life, and that is to save animals. And so that's what I'm saving for every day. I want to open a rescue shelter, like a big ranch style one that's like no kill, no nonprofit for dogs and horses. So every day I'm just like, oh, I got to keep streaming so I can get to my goal faster and go do what I've always wanted to do, you know? So that's how I look at it. People are like, how can you just stream every day? Because like every day I look at it and I think, okay, if I wake up and I stream, I'm one step closer to my goal. Because you never know what happens on stream, right? It's like someday it would be maybe a high viewer day, maybe you get a lot of subs, maybe you get, a lot of traction, someone features you, someone hosts you. Like every day is an opportunity to grow. And the faster I grow, the sooner I can save animals. So I'm just like, oh, I got to do it. I can't risk that not streaming on a day. If I have nothing better to do, I might as well. If I have something to do that's like a YouTube video or a photo shoot, then I'll take most of the day off and stream at night. But if I don't have anything lined up for the day, then every day is another chance to keep growing. So that's how I look at it and stay motivated.
How far are you from your goal?
It's hard to say, because the goals that I have in mind are kind of changing as I go along. Like I'm researching more and discovering like, oh, I want to do that too. Like there's like other facilities I'm inspired by, and like they have like amazing state-of-the-art like air conditioning bedrooms for dogs to stay in, and like half-acre play yards with pools in each yard for dogs to play in. So like as I continue to grow and find out more, my goals get bigger. So I'm not really sure how far away I am exactly. At least a few years for sure. And then even then, I'm still going to be planning to stream it. So I won't be like able to retire or anything. And I wouldn't want to, because I want to educate people and bring awareness. But I think social media is a very powerful tool for that. You can find adopters, you can find fundraising opportunities, you can find people to network with. So I don't think that I'm close, but I think maybe hopefully within the next 5 years or so, I can start that endeavor. Okay. If I stay on this trajectory. I mean, if I grow a crazy amount, I could start it sooner, but that's what I'm looking at right now. Is
you stream almost at least 12 hours a day on average, but yeah, do you do other stuff for fun?
No, I really don't. I don't have free time. In a way, it sounds bad, but I actually don't mind it. Twitch has ruined wanting to play video games in my free time for me, because I'm like, oh, I could be streaming this. But then I also know that if I stream it, it's not gonna do well. Like it's just like not a very streamable game that people want to watch. It's like a one-player thing, and so I end up just like never playing most games that I would normally be interested in. At the end of the day, I kind of feel like anything I could do in my free time, was honestly just a procrastination activity. Like there's nothing that I'm actually passionate about doing for fun that I like trumps my ultimate passion to help the animals. So I'm like, do I actually want to play a game by myself off stream? Because really, if I think about it, gaming is not a passion of mine. Like the animals would be. Gaming is something that I feel like I did growing up because I didn't have the time, or I had the time, but not the money to actually like have animals and do what I want. Like I've always dreamed of being on a ranch. So I feel like now that I see an opportunity, I'd rather just keep working towards that, and then I can have fun later, you know?
I'm starting to have that problem, however, with cosplay or photography in general. This is what I love doing when I first started, but it has become more or less a job. So I kind of changed it a little bit.
It was the same feeling I found, that it was like cosplay is not my ultimate passion. Cosplay is something that I grew up doing because I didn't have the money to do what I actually wanted to do, but so much time to kill, right? And you can make like a budget cosplay and stuff. That's just how I kind of look at it, because I used to be like so out of money that I couldn't even afford gas to go visit friends. And so that's why I played lots of video games. That's why I like started making like armor out of craft foam, you know, cosplay. Like this was fun, something that fuels my creativity. There's nothing else that I can afford doing, right? It was something that shaped who I am, but not my passion. So I'd rather spend my time working towards that instead. As I get more involved in social media, the more I'm realizing that the dream is not to be famous. The dream is not to have people know your name and want to cause you harm. The dream is to be a nobody who can get that attention filled when you want to. Like you can go dress up, go out, people pay attention to you, endorphins and like the confidence boost, and you go home and no one knows who you are and they don't bother you. That's the best balance, I feel.
The problem is that they're chained, they're linked together. You can't just like, oh yeah, I would love.
Social media they are, but to be like a normal person, that's like who isn't on social media. That would be like the best balance, is to have your shit together, have a successful career to do what you want, but have no one know who you are. That's like the best, I feel.
Like everything I do now is like, yes, I can do this, or it can be doing this, but also content.
That's why I feel guilty now. If I try to play a game like Animal Crossing, like off stream, I had to stop playing it. I literally don't have free time. And so at like 3 a.m., I was trying to play Animal Crossing when I have to wake up again 3 hours. I'm like, this is bad. I need to stop. It makes me feel guilty though to try and play games off stream, because it's like I could be streaming this right now and contributing towards my goal. My experience was way different then. I had everyone like shunning me because like it wasn't the stereotypical thing for a girl to like Pokemon or Power Rangers. I was like the outcast because the girls were like, that's weird. Like they only like Sailor Moon. And I was a big tomboy growing up because I'm the youngest and I only have brothers, no sisters. I was always rejecting girly stuff so that my brother would accept me. And so I'm like, Sailor Moon, that's too girly for me. I was like,
I'm much cooler than that.
Tagging along my brother trying to play sports and like didn't like dresses, was always in shorts. So I rejected anything that was like too girly just by the nature of it, because if I didn't, then I would have no one to play with. I did not like that at all. And they hated the fact that I only liked the tomboy type stuff. So I didn't fit in with the girls. But because I had cooties, I also didn't fit in with the boys. So I had a very lonely childhood. That's when I truly discovered my love for animals. Because the girls on the street wouldn't play with me. The guys thought I had cooties. And so the dogs, though, would come into my yard and just like pet me, neighborhood dogs. So I'm like, you're my best and only friend. I love you so much. You know, I grew up on like the animal Disney movies, all those 90s animal movies. And that's just how that started. I feel like I'm like a rare case where it's like I found out what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm very devoted to that. Because a lot of people, when they achieve a goal, they'll find that the journey getting there is more fulfilling than the actual goal, because then it's like a now what situation. You know, it's like a video game. That's why a video game has a business, because it's like you complete a game and it was fun getting there, but once you complete the game, now what? You have to find a new game. But for this kind of thing, I think as long as I will survive, even with stem cell research, who knows how long we might be immortal. But I feel like as long as I will live, there will always be animals to rescue. So my mission will never have an end. It is just something that I'll be constantly passionate about and keep going. I'll never have a now what. So I think that's why I have like a unique situation where I haven't found a burnout yet, because I've found a passion that doesn't have an end. So it's like a video game that there is no end to. So
maybe actually give me some more background. Animal rescue. Why is that needed? Like, what are we in a world that animals are being very great and not needing rescue right now?
Dogs are such pure, innocent souls. They're like, to me, they're angels on earth. They're innocent. They don't have bad intentions. There's no bad dogs, only bad people. Dogs by nature, they're loving. They have unconditional love, and they don't live very long. And so it's like, how shitty is it that a big portion of their lives, they might be on the street, or they might be in like an abusive situation. And to a dog, think about it. Like, you have a life. A dog is part of your life if you have one. You see it when you come home, and that's it. But to a dog, you're its entire world. It waits all day waiting for you. And imagine like only getting 10 years of that versus for you, it's part of your life and you're living like potentially 100 years.
So it's
like
like 10
you,
times.
it's like much less significant, but to a dog, you're its entire life.
Thank you so much for, being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you everyone for joining tonight. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.